I'm back, me again. Apologies for no hair, no makeup. As it's my day off and I've decided to just have a lazy pyjama kind of day. No, not really pyjamas, just wearing like normal clothes. So anyway, I've posted on my Instagram about the appointment, that it all went well and all that. I've recorded kind of, Jesus Christ. Well, it doesn't matter. It's a video. It's true. Raw true. We're not doing fancy makeup and hair for that. We're talking about fertility. So anyway, I did say on my Instagram that I'm going to try to record it. And I was like, you know what? Why not do it straight away? I'm doing it. Why I'm recording it is because like I was because before I talk about my appointment, I was so surprised about the amount of messages I received, because obviously I've been rambling on my Instagram so much for the last 2 months about my appointment, how stressed I am, how worried I am that I'm not going to be able to lose weight, how stressed I am how it's going to go, how worried I was that the doctors would tell us, no, there's nothing we can do for you, you will never have children, which I know were stupid fears, but obviously if you have depression, or if you have, well, I wouldn't say depression because that kind of is going away, but that's the story for another video. But my anxiety, yes, it was bad for a few days, and I was like, oh my god, I just want chocolate and crisps and stuff my face and just don't think about it. But I've managed not to. I stay strong, no snacks, no treats, nothing. But yeah, it was quite bad. I was quite anxious, and now because I've been rambling about it for weeks on my Instagram, in my posts, on my Insta stories, quite a lot of people send me quite lovely messages. Like yesterday, I woke up in the morning to quite a few messages on my in my inbox. And I were from people like, good luck today, Han, I hope it all goes well, update me after the appointment. And I was like, oh my god, like how lovely it is that someone who never met me, who just follows me on Instagram, and I follow them back, or not always, I just started following people back. I haven't realised that there's quite a few accounts sort of for ladies going through a similar journey, but I'm rambling. So I just want to say a huge thank you, first of all, to people who send me these lovely messages, and thank you, that meant a lot. So yeah, to the appointment. So appointment was yesterday. It was with the consultant who specializes with obviously the fertility problems, and the appointment, I was expecting I'm gonna like run late, because on the letter you get from hospital it says like appointment should be about half an hour, but please give 2 hours for it because clinic might be running late and all that. So we got there, and appointment was only about 25 minutes late, I think, which is amazing. Honestly, I was so happy. So yeah, went there, I got weighed, they checked my height, I got weighed, and then they work out my BMI. So they checked my height, and I was like, I always thought it was like 168 centimeters, and then it turns out I'm 168 and a half. That makes a bit of a difference. I remember there's just a little bit closer, which I think is like 5.5 feet or something, and a little bit, something like that. So it doesn't matter. So my weight was 13 stone 9, I think, or something. Yeah. Anyway, I was 3 pounds away from my goal weight, because I was supposed to be like 13 stone 6, something like that. I'll tell you why in a minute. So anyway, I got weighed, checked my height, and then it was done like before the appointment with the nurse, and then the nurse told me to sit down, wait in the waiting area, and we were called in about 5 minutes later. And funny thing is, they had my name mixed up, so they had my first name as my last name on my paperwork, and then there was like, it was funny because they're struggling to pronounce it, and then they were like calling me, and I was like, that's my last name, like my first name is not my last name anyway. So that was a funny one. So we met this doctor who's like the lead, he's a consultant, so the like the leader of this team, leader, if that makes sense. And it was lovely, it was really nice. So this first, obviously, initial meeting is a bit like an interview. He was asking us questions about the previous tests we had done, about our history, like if any of us had any STDs before, do we smoke, do we drink, was one of us ever, like if I was, not one of us pregnant, it would be weird if my husband was pregnant, but if I was ever pregnant, or if my husband was ever responsible for getting someone pregnant. So it was, yeah, like loads of questions, and then he asked if my husband had his sperm checked, which he did, and obviously his results are great. We both know that the fertility, that he doesn't have fertility problems. It's on my side. So then he was asking me questions. We discussed like some of my previous results, and I was like, I'm gonna be forever grateful to my GP, because normally loads of tests that I already had done you will be sent for them after this appointment with a specialist. But luckily my GP is also she's also OBGYN, so she sent me on for quite a few tests that kind of speeding up this process, because some things he was like, oh, so I see that I don't have to send you for this test, I don't have to send you for that test and all that. So that's good. It was like makes things a bit quicker for us, even though it's still going to be a long wait. So anyway, we discussed our options, we discussed what they can do for us. And the first thing they want to do, because I've got my cycles back last year, I think in January or February. So I got them back without any medication. I literally got them when I lost, I think, around a stone, and when I was taking my meds for my underactive thyroid for about 2 or 3 months, maybe a bit longer. So anyway, I got my cycles back, which is great, because then it means that I don't have to take medication first to get my cycles. But my cycles are very irregular. I want to say very, like up until a few months ago, they were like every 42 days. Not this one that I'm in the middle of now, but like the one before, it was 60 days, so 60 or 63. I was like really worried. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to get them again. I'll have to go on medication. This one was shorter. This one was about 54 days, I think 54 days. So it is a bit shorter, but still, it's obviously, it's not as regular as I would want it to be. I would like to get it back to about 40 days, which was like always my natural cycle. So anyway, so the first thing they want to do, this is because I got my periods back and all that, but I never got a positive on the ovulation tests. It doesn't matter if that was a cheapie from the pound shop or was it the clear blue one, the one with smiley faces and all that. So they want to send me for the test when they put put a dye in your tubes to check if they blocked or not. I know there is some medical name for it, but so anyway, they want to send me for that test. The problem is it has to be done at a certain time of your cycle. And so you have to call and book it on the first day of your cycle, and it's done, I think, like within 10 days when the cycle starts. I don't like know the details. He did tell us most of it, but I'm gonna get the letter from hospital in the next few days with the explanation when exactly I have to book it. I know that I have to call on the first day of my cycle. So as happy as I was that this cycle was shorter and I got my period a few days ago, I'm already on yesterday I was on day 4 of my cycle. So he said to me, like, we are not going to be able to fit you in for the appointment this cycle, so you're gonna have to wait till the next one, which is a bit of a bummer, because obviously my cycle's been longer. They last about 40-50 days. I'm gonna have to wait another 1.5-2 months, which is okay, but at least we know we have a referral. I just have to call the number on the first day of my cycle, book it, and then we have our appointment, which obviously that's if everything goes right, because he also said, like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be able to book it with that first time when you have a cycle, because obviously if you call on the first day, that's great, but if they already booked for next 2 weeks, then you might not able to get it. You might have to wait till your next cycle. So it is a bit of a bummer, but I'm really hoping that when I get my next period, I call on the first day and I'll be able to book it. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So anyway, so that's the first thing they will do. So he explained the procedure to me a little bit, but obviously Google, YouTube, I've checked everything there. So basically they're going to put dye in my tubes, and then they're just going to check it, I think, with an x-ray to see if they're blocked or not. So if they're not blocked, which is like the most positive way, if everything will go that way, so that's the best outcome, let's say, then if they do it and they're not blocked, then the next step is my prescription for Clomid, which should help my ovulation and hopefully help me get pregnant. That's if everything is alright, as I say, and they're not blocked. If they are blocked, there is the procedure called laparoscopy. I think that's how it's called. Yeah, so obviously that's the one when they do like a little, I don't even want to think you use the word surgery, but then it is a bit of surgery, because they make like 2 holes in your stomach, and then I think the camera goes in through one of them, and then some kind of tool goes through the other, and they can see what they can do to fix things there. So yeah, this one is a bit more invasive, but hey, I'm open for any options, and they can do whatever you want to my body, as long as at the end of it I get my baby. So that is the second option. And then obviously he said that that's if during all these tests that they will be doing in next few months, they will see if there's anything else that might be wrong that we have not found out yet. But so the third option is IVF. That is an option, like, I don't know why. It's not that I don't want IVF or I think there is anything wrong with it, but I'm really, really hoping that we will get pregnant without IVF. But if we have to go through it, we'll have to go through it, and we will try it that way. So why I was talking about like my weight, because to get a funding on NHS, for your treatment, your BMI has to be 30 or below, preferably below 30. So he said to me, like, you still have to lose a few pounds. It's not a lot. So I did tell him that, like, in last couple of weeks I've been trying super hard and I managed to lose all this weight, that finally I find a diet that works for me, that obviously, well, no, we all know Slimming World didn't work for me. They only worked when I was doing SP days, but I'm not going to be talking about Slimming World for too much, because I want to record like a separate video about like why I think I've wasted a year of my life following this way of eating. So anyway, he said to me, like, all you have to do is lose those next few pounds by next appointment, which is in, let's say, 1.5 to 2 months. He said, because that's what they're going to look at. They're going to look if you both are not smoking, not drinking too much, if you live in the healthy lifestyle, if you lose your weight. So I was like, okay, I can do it. So yeah, as I said, yesterday I was missing about 3 pounds to be at my goal weight, and I woke up this morning and I was 2 pounds lighter again, and I was like, damn, why couldn't it happen yesterday? But it doesn't matter, because I still have to maintain until my next appointment. So yeah, I might be like this close from the goal weight now, but anything can happen. I hope I won't gain. And anyway, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just so focused on losing. I know that keto is working for me. I'm going back to the gym next week, once like Shark Week is over and all that. I missed exercising. Why I didn't go to the gym for last 2 weeks was because I know that when I exercise, I lose inches like crazy, and I lose sizes, drops dress sizes and all that, but I don't really lose much weight. And I know that it's because you turn your fat into muscles. But now being like 1.5 pounds away from my goal weight, I know that, because like when I say I don't lose weight when I exercise, I do, but I don't lose as fast as when I don't exercise, if that makes sense. So now I'm 1.5 pounds away. Hopefully I'll be able to drop it in the next few days, and then I will go back to the gym, and all it's going to be is just maintaining this weight. So even if I don't lose any more weight, if I just stay like on my BMI 30 or like 29, if I stay there, I'll still be happy, because I'll be in the weight that they want me to be. And I always say, with me, my weight loss is about exercise, losing inches, dropping dress sizes, not about pounds, kilograms, stones or whatever. So yeah, overall, appointment went great. I'm like very happy, very positive, because I know that it's months away until we will have any kind of results, but at least like I know what's gonna happen. I know that this is the option number 1, which is the dye in the test with the dye. If that doesn't work, there's laparoscopy. If that doesn't work, there's some further tests, things done, and then the third route is IVF. So it's amazing. I'm so happy with like so far, like how this appointment went. The consultant was it was amazing. He was really nice. It was funny because he was like trying to explain things to me, and I was like saying, oh, is that the dye test or is this? And he was like, oh, you've done your research. I was like, well, yeah. I said it before, my sister is a doctor, so if there's something that I don't know, I call my sister and she explains things to me. She's not gynecologist, she's pediatrician, but obviously she did 6 years of studying. She did her work on different wards in the hospital, so she does have some understanding. And if she doesn't know, she tries to find out through her friends, colleagues, for me. So that's very helpful. So yeah, a good thing is that for the first time in like I think forever, I can actually say that Google was useful, because normally like, people say don't check things in Google because you'll just find like the worst case scenarios, and that will just make you frightened and worried and stressed. But actually everything I found on Google, that's exactly what we were discussing, the options that he gave us. And the thing is that my appointment went, I think, really good compared to, like, I've read some stories when people said, like, oh, consultant was just really rude. He told me I'm too fat, that's why I'm not getting pregnant. If he said that to me, I would slap him, I swear to God. Well, by the way, the stories were not about the consultant I've seen. Like, there were people from all over UK or America talking about it on the internet. So no, ours was lovely. And as I say, luckily, quite a lot of tests that I would have to were done already. So yeah, I'm very positive. So I'll stop crying on my Insta stories. I'll stop rambling about it. I think hopefully like both my YouTube channel and my Instagram can become a bit more positive now, because my main focus now will be my weight loss and getting better. My mental health. Oh my god, this video turned from how my appointment went to like my life update, but it's fine. It's fine. If you still watch it after 15 minutes, amazing. So just, you know, just to finish up, my mental health and my physical health. My mental health, like, I have not have like a day when I was really depressed for weeks now, and I honestly think it's because of like changing my diet. This keto makes me so full of energy. I don't feel so tired and grumpy all the time. Yes, I had a few very hard days just before the appointment when my anxiety was like bad. I was really stressed. I was worried. I was not sleeping properly. But normally I would like reach for chocolate and crisps and popcorn and sugary drinks, just to kind of like, you know, eat my feelings. But this time I didn't. Being on an egg fast helped a lot, because I think if I was just doing keto this last week and I wasn't on egg fast, I was just so, oh, it's just like, you know, 20 grams of carbs, it's fine, I'll have it. But because I was on egg fast and all you can eat is freaking eggs, I was like, no, if I have this chocolate, then all the weight I've lost, I will just look like I will gain it back. So that sort of kept me going, and that I also made my cycle much easier, because I didn't have any pains, any cramps. I didn't even know my cycle was going to start, because for the first time in like forever, my body didn't give me any signals that it's coming. I didn't have like back pain, sore breast. I wasn't grumpy, over it, emotional. As I say, my anxiety was there, but it was the one up before appointment. So I'm really hoping that the keto is going to make my cycles more bearable from now on. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, that was also a plus side. So that's it. Rambling over. It was supposed to be a quick update, but obviously, Kinga being Kinga, I've been talking for 20 minutes. So yeah, once again, thanks everyone for the support, for those lovely messages. I think I've replied to everyone. If I have not replied to your message, I promise I will. So yeah, hope you like this video, and hope you gonna enjoy me being a bit more positive and less moany on my channel here and on my Instagram account from now on. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.